Hello guys, how are you? Happy Saturday. Hi Yvonda, hi Elkeem. Really glad to be here with you guys on this Saturday. I have a few little updates for you all. I was in California on a much needed vacation. And hey, Michael, Mark, good to see you. And I got some much needed rest, but on my last day, I actually broke down into tears. I broke down into tears from realizing how exhausted I actually was. And this week has been really interesting because this whole week and going into the first half of next week, has been the Venus star point. And we have the big full moon in Libra tomorrow, which has Venus conjunct with the sun and with Chiron, which is our wounded healer. And I'm going to probably do a video on that tomorrow for all of you guys. So check that out. I'll go live tomorrow at some point. Because I think it's important. We're going through, there's a lot coming up for all of us, and it has to do with what our needs are. And it's big because whenever the sun's conjuncting a planet, which it's doing it with Venus and Chiron, it's bringing in a lot of conscious awareness. It's bringing a lot of light to certain areas, and it's also initiating a very big new cycle. So I'll go into that more tomorrow with you guys. But it's basically, I've had a lot of realizations this week on how often I've been saying yes to people, more so because I feel like it will help them, but not because it's for me. And I've been realizing this pattern within myself where I say yes to others' needs instead of saying yes to my needs. And of course, like many of you, this is probably an ongoing cycle that many of you have been growing through. I've been growing through it, and I've kind of reaching I think it's kind of like a next level of being able to exercise my voice in how I say no to things, not for any reason to be upset or anything like that, but just really realizing where I'm overextending myself and where I have to say no in order to tend to more of the things that I need to be doing right now for myself. So it's been very interesting, which is totally in alignment with this whole Venus star point this whole week. I don't know if you guys have felt it. I've been extremely exhausted all week. Yesterday, I had to go to sleep in the afternoon, like around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I just slept through the whole afternoon. And I woke up in the evening to have dinner, and my dinner was absolutely horrendous. It was pickles and oranges. That's all I really felt like. And then I went right back to bed and woke up way better today. So I'm glad because I'm doing these readings with you, and I wanted to be in a good energy state for all of you. Second announcement is, so check out the video tomorrow. I'll do a live tomorrow. Second announcement is I have a Telegram channel now, guys. I finally got my Telegram channel up. I am leaving Facebook completely on probably by April 1st. I'll do it March 31st, most likely. But I'm just giving enough people on heads up on Facebook to know, like, I'm not going to be there anymore. And that was kind of part of what I've realized on this trip was the only reason I've been staying on there is because in my mind, I'm telling myself, well, I need to be there for business. And I just realized, no, that's someone else's program. Like, I don't have to be there for business. If I don't like being on that platform and I don't get any enjoyment out of it whatsoever, why am I there? So yeah, I'm leaving Facebook, which I'm really excited about. And I'll predominantly be on this, like YouTube is my main channel. I'm going to start doing more on Instagram and Telegram. I am a little bit on Gab. And is there anywhere else? I don't know. So follow my Telegram channel if you want more updates and things where I'll do more announcements there. And that's it, guys. Let's get into your readings. I just wanted to say hi. I hope you're all doing well. Let me just see who else is here. Frederica, Miss Fitty, JC Love, Lana, Mr. V, Derek, so good to see you. Scott, Stacy. All right, cool. Well, we're going to start off with water signs. All of you lovely water babies in the chat there. We're going to start off with you guys. So, I'm going to be using my new deck here to see what's opening up for you and what's the obstacle or the block in the energy. Okay, so for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, what is opening up for, okay, ooh, interesting. And what is the block or what is the challenge? Okay, I'm only taking the top one. I'm only taking one. All right, water signs. For the first half of April, what's opening up for you is asking your body. And as you can see, it's a great kind of tiger totem here. Ask the body. That's really beautiful. So that's telling me that you guys are going to be connecting more on the relationship with your physical body, because there may be certain activations happening within your DNA, receiving communication, which interestingly enough, this Tuesday, I've got Lex coming on the podcast, and we're going to talk about the mitochondria and building light, taking in actual conscious light into the cells. So this is kind of perfect, water signs, as you're getting this card, because I want to explain to everyone more how important our body is and understanding the messages that are coming in. A lot of our downloads, a lot of our insights, wisdom, it's locked up in our DNA. So your body's always trying to communicate a lot of wisdom to you. It's a huge teacher. So for you guys, water signs, your body is going to be very important in communicating things to you. You may be needing to tend more to your physical health the first half of April, paying attention to the needs of your body. You may need more sleep time. You may need different foods, more water. So just pay attention to that. But there's something within the body that's really opening up for you, wanting to communicate something and bring something into your awareness. Now, what's blocked, interestingly enough for you, or the obstacle, the challenge, is the explorer. Interesting. There is a heart on this card at the bottom of this compass, and the third eye is in the north. So south is the heart, north is the third eye. How very interesting. Almost, okay, this is only going to be for some of you, but I'm getting a block in communication in the throat chakra. Your communication center is going to be a challenging part for you over the first half of April, needing to maybe communicate needs or express something in particular. Let me go into the Explorer and look that up for you guys and get a really good message here for you. So the Explorer calls you out of your routine and into a rhythm with your deepest self and all that is around you. So you may be feeling this call to really break out of your actual routine, but finding it very difficult. Like deep down, you know you're supposed to maybe sit more with yourself, maybe do some more meditation, explore more on an internal level, perhaps explore more of the shadow elements of your journey. But you may be having a difficult time actually doing that, like breaking free of the routine. When people think explore, sometimes they conjure up images of grand traveling expeditions, and while travel can be illuminating and profound, do not fool yourself into thinking that the experiences you need are out of your reach. Explore from exactly where you are. Explore on your own by doing new things and projects. Explore your current environment, even if it's taking a different route on your way to work. The Explorer calls for a shakeup of the typical and the ordinary. So you're going to really need to push yourself out of the comfort zone here, water sign. So there's a need to push yourself out of the comfort zone, get out of the daily routine, and try something new. Try something new. Okay, let's see what the tarot is going to be saying for you, water signs. Okay, so in the past, we have the Six of Cups coming up. What else do we need to know about the past? We have the Queen of Coins. What else has happened in the past for water signs? Ooh, and then we have the Three of Swords. Interesting. I just want to stop for a second and say that this is the shirt that I needed to wear today after this last week. It's like, yeah, just gonna breathe it all out. Breathe it all out. And now that you have the Three of Swords up here in the past, water signs, maybe you need to exhale the BS as well. All right, let's go into the present situation here for water signs. Okay, you have the Sun coming up into your present moment. You have the King of Wands. And then you have the Ace of Coins in reverse. And let's see what's coming into the future for water signs. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. Last card for the future. Ooh, wow. And we have the Nine of Cups. Water signs. Very, wow. Interesting reading here we got. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups coming in here. Underneath it, ooh, Palace of Coins in reverse. Okay, the Palace card in this deck is an extra card. The Palace represents your environment. So, let me see here. Very interesting, water signs. I want to say that you may be experiencing maybe some confusion around your actual like stability, feeling grounded, feeling safe, like in your environment, needing some sort of stability. The word stability just keeps coming in. And there may have been some confusion around that on how to have that for yourself. It could be stability financially. It could be stability just wanting a stable home environment, something that's nurturing. But you haven't really connected with that. You haven't had that. That's a little bit out of order. Like I'm feeling the need for groundedness. And with the Explorer being your challenge here, water signs, when you're blocking out the ability to actually explore, it's usually from a sense of being ungrounded. And so groundedness is going to be really important. Staying grounded, keeping yourself really stable, connected to the earth. Not meaning that you can't really kind of go out there, but there's energies that are going to be coming through you, water signs, that are needing you to be very stable and grounded within your own body, which is why Ask the Body has come up here, or Ask Body. So in your past, you have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Coins, and the Three of Swords. For some of you, this has to do with family. You may have children, and I'm feeling that for whatever reason, there's some sort of pain or heartache or suffering to do with children that you've been trying to nurture, trying to bring in actually stability. That's for some of you who have children. For others of you, you're dealing with someone from your past or from something from your past, and you've been working on self a lot. And I think it's because there has been some sort of suffering that you're trying to work through. It feels to me like shadow work. You've been going through some shadow work, trying to really focus on how to improve your own self, how to make yourself better, love yourself more, nurture yourself, be more successful. But through it all, it's also bringing up a lot of pain. Something from the past is coming up here. And for some of you, you're dealing with a very important connection. In your present moment, we have the Sun, the King of Wands, and then the Ace of Coins. This first half of April looks really good, water signs. You've got a lot of clarity. Things are aligning for you. You've got a lot of confidence. There's a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy. However, while you have all this energy and things are aligning, something still feels blocked. Like with this Ace of Coins in reverse, it feels like you're trying to get something off the ground and you've been having trouble doing that. And I feel that part of the reason is because of some of the shadow work. And so there is this need to really kind of explore internally. And I think that might be some of the challenges here. While externally, I feel like things are good. Things might be happening. There's still a call to really go within. And because Ask Body is here, I have to say for some of you, this is a health-related issue. Something is kind of coming up in your body to speak to you, to let you know what the block is on the physical plane. And if you can get to the heart of that, if you can go within, get grounded, I feel like this Ace of Coins can get unblocked quite easily for you. We'll find out exactly what it is when I clarify. In your future, you have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So, I mean, this is, aside from the Eight of Swords here, looks really good, water signs in your future. It looks like you're actually laying the groundwork for something really long-term, stable, happy. Some of you, this is a very important soul connection relationship, whether it's with a child, whether it's with a friend or an intimate partner. It's something that really brings in a lot of happiness. The problem here in the future is you're getting in your head. You're overthinking something too much. And that could be some of the block. And I think that's why something's trying to open up here for you with the body, so that you start to tune into the internal messages and let your body help you understand. Like oftentimes our soul language is spoken to us through the body. When I'm getting confirmations on messages that I'm receiving intuitively, my body will tell me so. Like whether it's certain chills or I feel like an opening, like a certain energetic opening happening on a certain part of my body or anything like that. And I feel that this is important for you to understand. It's about deepening the relationship with self and body so that you can open up the deepening of a relationship elsewhere as well. That doesn't necessarily mean, and for some of you, if it's not a relationship with someone else, it's deepening up the relationship that you're trying to work on. Like if it's a venture, like a project or a business thing, like you're trying to deepen your relationship with that aspect. Okay. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm going to shuffle one more time for you guys. All right. Hey, Fearless, Brooklyn Way. How are you guys doing? Chef Matt, good to see you. Okay, tell me why the Seven of Cups is here as the overall energy. Tell me why the Seven of Cups is here as the overall energy. Oh, okay. Ooh, we got the Wheel. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Why is it here? Okay, wow. Water signs. You got the Star and the Wheel. Ooh, this is a big deal. Okay. You know, For some of you, you're really confused about how to move forward or how this is all supposed to work out or how it's going to play out for some of you, because I feel like you're working on something big. I do. I feel like you're working on something big. But it looks to me that this has to do with something that's very important to you. For some of you, this is healing. For others of you, this is a big wish, a big dream of yours, something you deeply desire and want. And I want to say too, interestingly enough, as this is your overall energy, if you've been going through something really difficult, it feels to me like the tides are turning for you through the first half of April. Like there's change coming in. And I'm just getting the sense that instead of trying to figure out, because we're seeing the Eight of Swords here in your future, water signs, and trying to figure it out in your head how things are supposed to work out or how this is supposed to look, this is why the body is here. It's about getting out of your head and getting into the body and really tuning in and listening to what is the message, like what is the deep ancient wisdom of your soul trying to communicate to you through the DNA activations that I do feel are going to be happening for you, more activations. So there's been some confusion about how to move forward, how to get this change that I think you've been wanting for a while. And it has to do with either healing or a really deep desire within your heart. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Why is this here? Okay. We have the Temperance card and the Magician in reverse. Wow. Your 4 major arcana have just come out on your clarifying cards here. Water signs. Way to kick off the reading. Okay, definitely needing to heal and transform something, alchemize something, but difficulty actually with the manifestation, either with someone from your past, either with a child, possibly your inner child. But there's something here that's calling for transformation. And it's also calling for some patience in the past here. Patience has definitely been needed. It's been a bit of a slow process. And sometimes it feels like you're not getting anywhere. But there is something transforming here. Patience is needed. And I think too with the Queen of Coins showing up, which is the more slower sign, the coins, things happen a little slower because it's happening on the actual 3D. That things here have been happening slower than I think you'd wanted them to in the past. Tell me about the Queen of Coins. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, and we have the Page of Coins again. Wow. Or not the Page of Coins again, just a page, which to me, there's a lot of child energy coming through here. You're at a crossroads in the past here, needing to make either a decision or choose a path, or really just kind of looking into your future of like, where do I go next with all of this? And I think for most of you, you're looking at really focusing on yourself, but at the same time, I have to say this, for some of you, that inner child is deeply calling within you. I also want to say for some of you that you may have received some unfortunate news or news that that didn't sit with you well, or you were maybe expecting something different, came in and caused you to kind of really look at your path forward. And really put more focus on yourself, because it's the only thing you can control. And let's just see what this Three of Swords is, because there is some pain here in the past with all of this. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Why is this here in the past? Okay, there's that Seven of Cups in reverse. You may have been feeling out of options. Like you're just not sure where to go. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. For some of you, whatever has been kind of painful in the past that's related to all of this, for some of you, it's kind of left you with no options, or I should say fewer options, maybe only one option. But in doing so, it did release you from feeling stuck. Like it's almost like clarity did come in because of it as a result. You did receive some sort of clarity that allowed you to kind of get out of your head, stop overthinking something, which is interesting because it is showing up again in your future. But I am seeing though that whatever this painful thing is, it did clarify, it did bring in some sort of clarity for you is what I'm getting. Yeah, the word clarity just keeps running over and over. So let's see what the sun is in your current situation. Tell me about the sun here. Why is the sun here for water signs? Oh, okay, we have the Judgment card in reverse. Tell me more. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Coins in reverse. If you felt stuck somewhere, and it's almost like you're trying to bring something back to life, you're trying to awaken something that just doesn't seem to awaken. It's like trying to give something another chance, but it just wasn't happening, like either someone wasn't putting in effort, or there was just some sort of procrastination around it. That some sort of clarity comes in, or something really aligns with that in the first half of April for you. There's some sort of positivity that comes in around that to open it up, I feel like, to perhaps open that door again for some of you. But yeah, it feels like there's like an opening, a window's opening here for you. A window of opportunity is opening. Tell me about the King of Wands. Why is this here? Tell me more about the King of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. So there's this energy of total confidence, total like, I'm going to go for it. Like you're going to, some sort of clarity comes in and some sort of potentially positive downloads, information, news, something just aligns, and it allows you, water signs, to really kind of take charge. And if you haven't been feeling confident in something and moving forward and taking action, it feels like you very much will for the first half of April. You're really going to go for it. Tell me about the Ace of Coins. At least that energy is coming in. If it involves you and someone else, that energy is definitely coming through. Tell me about the Ace of Coins in reverse, though. Why is this here? Why is it in reverse? Why is the Ace of Coins here? Okay, the Strength card in reverse. Well, this is very opposite energy. Tell me more about the Ace of Coins. Okay, Two of Coins. All right, water signs. Let's have a little heart-to-heart here, shall we? This reading is for those of you who get in your head too much, and as soon as something, like you get that motivation, you're ready to go for it, you're inspired, and then somehow the old program kicks in of the past, and you start to lose hope. You start to like doubt yourself. You start to not think you have what it takes, and you start to go back and forth. Like there's you start to play with the past again. it's almost like you're allowing the past to permeate into the present moment without there actually being a need for it to be there. Just tell me one more card on this Ace of Coins in reverse. And that's what's stalling things out. It's about, okay. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. Because the Explorer is here as your obstacle, okay, or challenge. And now the Hermit has come up. You may have the tendency, water signs, to distract yourself with something else to pull your energy away from finally going for something that you really want. You really want. But you've got in your head a little bit and you're starting to go back and forth and you're playing with the past and bringing it into the present moment. And by doing so, you're avoiding going within and listening to the messages that you're supposed to be getting. There's messages that you're receiving. You got the insight that you need to move through this, but don't avoid it with that Hermit in reverse. It's really a need to go within and do the exploration within. Okay, so if you find yourself doing that, pull everything back in and just do an internal check with self and soul and inner child, I would say, to make sure everything is good. Let's see why the Eight of Swords is showing up in your future. Why is the Eight of Swords showing up in the future? Okay, the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. Tell me more. Oh my God. Okay, and then you got the Ace of Coins in reverse. You've got a new opportunity. You've got a new opportunity, water signs, whether it's a new cycle with a relationship, a job opportunity, just a new opportunity in self-discovery. There's something here that's trying to come in, but what stalls it out is you being in your head, going back and forth, not allowing yourself to see something. Now, you do have the Two of Swords here in reverse, just telling me that I think you're going to get out of it in the future, as so long as you don't sit and stew in your own head, overthink things. Like, don't overthink things. Just breathe, go back into body, settle in, let the intuitive messages come through, and you're going to be okay, because you've got a Four of Wands and Nine of Cups here in your future. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Okay. We have the Moon in reverse. Tell me more about the Four of Wands. So something is revealed, something is now not hidden. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse coming out with the Six of Coins in reverse. Okay. If you've been in a situation where you haven't felt like you're receiving everything that you're putting into it, or there's been an imbalance, or things just haven't felt fair, and it's been a very difficult journey when it comes to, I want to say, either your family life, a solid relationship, just having solid stability, I feel like something kind of comes up to the surface and is released here. It allows you get clarity or insight, or something gets revealed here that helps to eliminate that and bring in a much happier experience, a happier energy within that situation or the relationship. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. Ooh, love it. Okay, Five of Coins in reverse. Lovers. All right. For some of you, you've got a really important soul connection coming in the future. If it feels like it's been blocked, it may have been you in your head. Maybe it's someone else, but I'm just saying, or maybe it's both of you. But for some of you, this is a really important soul connection. Someone you deeply desire, coming in, finally coming out of the cold, no longer feeling like you're out or that person feels out. There's something coming together. For others of you, you've really done a great job. You're making a very important decision in the future here that finally allows something really beautiful that you've deeply wanted to come into fruition, because you're not coming from the lack consciousness mindset. You're not... the work that you've been doing here in the past is going to really start to pay off. So long as you don't get in your head and you stay into the internal exploratory place, like really explore, I want to say, wounds of the heart. And that'll open up insight and clarity in the third eye for you. Something is coming together here. It's really beautiful. This doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic partner. This could be a friendship. This could be a family member. But it just feels like there's a union of some sorts. Things are coming together for you, water signs. So I hope that reading is helpful for you. Give you, it looks like you got a solid first half of April coming in. You just maybe need to get out of your own way, not overthink things, and just allow your body to guide you. There are many great ways to anchor into the body to get the insight that you need. All right, so that was water signs. Let's go on to air signs. You guys are next. Okay, let's shuffle up the cards. How's everyone doing? Hey, Nikita. Hey, Brooke. You're welcome, Derek. Oh, good, Alkeem. I'm glad it was helpful. Chef Matt, are you an air sign? And for anyone who's joining us, I just started a Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. Also, timestamps are going to be in the description below once this video is ended, and I can go back and insert the timestamps in the description. And of course, if you guys need your own personal reading, you can work with me one-on-one to do that. Bookings are all below. Okay. Air signs, air signs, air signs, air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Got that beautiful Libran full moon tomorrow. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What's in store for my air signs for the first half of April? All right, let's get into it for air signs. Let's find out what's opening up and where is the challenge for air signs. All right. Hey, Jim. Okay, what is opening up for air signs for the first half of April? What is opening up for them? These cards are so difficult to shuffle. There we go. Oh, air signs. What's opening up for you is connect to the heart. Oh, and that's a dog. Those are two dogs there with the sun. Okay. What's the challenge or the block or the obstacle here for air signs for the first half of April? What's challenging? Oh, love it. Okay, air signs. What's challenging you, or what's the block or the obstacle, is the Magi. Okay. All right, let's go in to connect to the heart, because you guys are going to be probably connecting on a deeper heart level. Air signs, the first half of April, possibly to someone else, but just in general, being guided to connect through your heart more, opening up the heart. Let's go to this. Okay. This card asks you to connect to the heart space. This is a place of bravery, integration, vulnerability, and compassion. This may mean pushing past any fear you may have and opening up to true connection. This may mean finding forgiveness or empathy, and this may mean softening. Okay. Oh, see, I love this card. Air signs, there's a vulnerability opening up for you in the first half of April, or something's calling you to become more vulnerable in April. Most of us have layers of defense mechanisms around our heart that prevent us from being present, from receiving love, from giving love. This card asks you to examine what armor you can let go of and where you can nurture yourself in this space. And dog, as a teacher of vulnerability and unconditional love, just know that dogs are bonding to their human. It is typically a rather quick process when they do that. Even those that have significant trauma can sense when they are safe and will open up to their companions. Small acts like rolling onto their back to expose their belly is a major act of trust, as they are exposing their most vulnerable parts to you. So, in general, dogs move through life constantly looking for love and connection. They're an ally to call upon when you have a painful experience and have closed you off to life and other people. Dogs will teach you how to open back up and allow love in when you're overwhelmed with fear. So this is interesting, air signs. There's maybe a need here to really open up to love in some capacity within yourself, with someone else, who knows. Maybe needing to open up to love within self to get past a certain fear that's blocking you from experiencing new opportunities. May need to be vulnerable. So let's kind of go to the Magi, and it's right here. The Magi indicates a period where you need to look deeper. It asks you to examine what you think you know and then keep going. This is kind of similar to water signs. So the challenge here is going to be going deep within your own heart and really taking a deeper look at what's going on, where you may be blocking yourself, where you may be closing yourself off to. Throughout our lives, we build an infrastructure of beliefs that allow us to navigate life, but so often this system is built on top of a shaky foundation or out of weak materials. In other words, it's a time to question that which you have never noticed. What beliefs inform your decisions, passions, and ambitions? So the Magi is a seer of illusion, and in turn, they are able to cut through the fog and get to the work. So there's an illusion here potentially to get through, and it could be just an illusion that you keep telling yourself that keeps you closed off in your own heart, doesn't allow you to become vulnerable. This is kind of what's going to be the challenge here, is for you to be able to see through the illusions. Being able to see many different realities is a gift. It teaches us to be less attached to a single road, but instead see where all the roads meet. If we are courageous enough to see and be open to our life unfolding along any of the various roads, we invite in a magic that few get to experience. So, air signs, I feel like you've been maybe stuck to one path, or are afraid to venture onto a new one, possibly out of a fear. Maybe you've been closed off to something for whatever reason. And right now you're being called to open up to it. You're being called to go past the fear and to see all of the different roads of potential here and possibility that perhaps are calling you at this moment. So let's see what's in store for you. What's happened in the past here for my Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? What do we need to know about the past? Okay. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Six of Coins upright. Oh, wow. Now we have the Page of Wands. Okay. Tell me about the present situation. What do we need to know about the current situation? Okay, we have the Two of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Wands coming in. Ooh, lots of wands in your reading so far, air signs. Okay, and in the future, okay, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Oh, the Five of Cups. Okay, and then the Four of Swords in reverse. Wow. Air signs. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ace of Coins in reverse. Underneath it is the Three of Wands. Okay, so really waiting for a turnaround here. Air signs, really waiting for a turnaround, waiting for like something new to happen here on the physical plane. I don't know if it's around your money, around your health, possibly like a relationship. But you've been waiting. Or maybe even just waiting for a specific opportunity. Given everything that we've already spoken about, looking at your cards here, the word innocence is coming up as I look at your spread. And there's a need to connect to more of the innocent part of you, air signs, or the innocent part of a situation or a relationship. The Page of Swords in reverse, the Six of Coins, and then the Page of Wands in the past is telling me that it feels to me that there may have been some sort of communication block where you may have been giving to a situation, but someone was kind of closed off. It may have been you, since we're talking about connecting to the heart. There may have been something that's trying to reestablish balance or proper give and take, but you may have been closed off because it is the Page of Swords. You guys are the air signs. It may have been you. And because this is what's happening, it just feels like, also I want to say, I'm wondering if there's some sort of deception around or an illusion around something communicated. But I feel that there was an offer or an opening here that could have been exciting, could have been sparking some passion, some sort of new good news, but I just feel like you were closed off to it, air signs, whatever it was. In this present moment, you have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and then the Ten of Wands. You may be experiencing some sort of communication quite quickly with someone or through a situation that has ended or has been on a pause or something hasn't been moving forward with it. But it's going to be very difficult. There's a difficult element here with the Ten of Wands. There's communication coming in, but it doesn't come in with a sense of ease. I'm wondering if air signs, you've been very hurt in the past and you're not sure that you can take on what's coming in the first half of April. Like it feels really heavy for you. It's just been exhausting you. It's been pulling a lot of your energy. But I feel like something is coming in here to communicate. Like there's going to be some sort of new information or, communication. I'll know more once we clarify. And then in your future, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse, the 5 of Cups, and then the 4 of Swords. Something is really weighing you down, air signs. Like the 9 of Wands energy is just wanting to give up, not like feeling like you can go the way. 5 of Cups is feeling like kind of still focusing on the negative, not the positive. It's kind of really sad, and there's like there's feeling loss and grief. And then with the 4 of Swords in reverse, but at the same time, I feel like there's like a restlessness to move on already, I don't know if you're avoiding your healing or just wanting to like move on from this already. I need to clarify here, air signs. This is a very interesting reading. I'm not quite sure what the heck is going on with you. Let's see. Let's get into this Ace of Coins. Okay, your Ace of Coins in reverse is clarified by the 9 of Cups. Okay, you're waiting for this is something you want. Like, okay, like you've been waiting. I feel like you've really been waiting for a turnaround. And especially since I see the 10 of Wands here, I want to say, air signs, it feels like you're on the cusp of breaking through to the other side, of actually getting closer to this 9 of Cups. Tell me more about the Ace of Coins. Okay, then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Part of the problem here, okay, I'm starting to see some things here. Okay. Part of the problem here, air signs, is that you deeply want something, but also at the same time, you just don't, it's almost like there's a giving up on it and not being able to carry through to the end. Like you almost don't have the energy to fight for this anymore. Whatever this is that you deeply want, you've been waiting for it, but it's delayed. It's delayed. There's a block around it. And I can see this happening. And if there's a vulnerability that's asking to come through or a softening of heart, it could just mean that there's a healing needed for you, air signs, in order to break through to this Ace of Coins. Tell me what the Page of Swords in the past is about. This Page of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Ooh, okay. We have the Judgment in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and then the 2 of Wands. Someone came back from the past, in the past. In the past, someone came back from the past. I think to try and start something, but I feel like you rejected it. Like you didn't allow this to come through, and I don't know why, because I'm not necessarily getting a bad energy from what was trying to come in, but for whatever reason, I think you were closed off to it. And with the 2 of Wands, it's like you're looking at your destiny, you're looking into your future, and you're like, what am I supposed to do? And I think you were faced with an option here or a choice to be made. But at the same time, you're having a hard time receiving it. okay, and then okay. And they're just telling me this is why the heart needs to open, because there's a inability to receive fully when something good might be trying to come in. So that's what I'm feeling. I don't know why I feel like there's something here good that's trying to come in, but for whatever reason, again, maybe this is not you. Maybe this is someone you're dealing with, air signs. But let me see. What's the Six of Coins? Tell me more about the Six of Coins. Why is the Six of Coins here? I want to say that the first message that I got when I saw this Queen of Coins in reverse is that you weren't able to actually, like, you're too focused on self right now. And okay, how do I say this so it doesn't sound bad? Because I don't mean it in a bad way. It's like you've got a lot, like you've been overly putting a lot of attention into your own self, but to the detriment of being able to be open to other connections coming in, where it's too focused on self that it's almost isolating you. And I'm seeing that in your future. It's almost, I'm feeling like you're isolating yourself, air signs, or you're dealing with someone who is. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Coins in reverse, and then the Page of Coins in reverse. Air signs, I feel like you got a really, there was something kind of a new opportunity that came in, or something kind of that I feel like it may have excited you, or at least had the potential to spark some sort of passion. But I feel like you're carrying a lot of burdens, because the Ten of Wands is here and it's here again, like in your past. I feel like you're needing to pull your energy out of something that's been weighing you down. And for some of you, you've got a lot of issues with family, or maybe you've got you're taking care of children. For some of you, you may have to pull your energy out of something in order to, and it would require you to deliver some bad news. But I think you're struggling with how to do that. And I'm wondering, there's something you've got to not be invested in, because it's really weighing you down. It's been exhausting you. And in some ways, it's closing you off to other opportunities. Tell me about the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, you have the Moon. Tell me more. Okay, we have the King of Coins. Interesting, we have a Queen and a King of Coins now. Queen's in reverse. For some of you, there's a bit of a more clear picture coming in here now. Some of you are in a situation that you need to get out of, but you can't, and you haven't yet, I believe. But while you're in this situation, there's another opportunity that's trying to come in, but you're closed off to it because whatever you're dealing with, it's so difficult. Like it's weighing you down. It's just overburdening you. And I think deep down, you've got to pull your energy out of it. You've got to kind of step away. But so for some of you this week, or not this week, but the first half of April, for some of you, you're actually having to end something, and there's going to be communication around it, but it's going to be a very difficult conversation to have. For others of you, I feel like, you may be receiving information from this thing that hasn't been able to come together that finally, see, the moon is very much the feminine energy, okay? And I'm getting a lot of feminine, intuitive energy off of this moon. I'm getting like this opening up energy that opens you up to, King of Coins is like a very stable, like grounded person who takes care of their family, takes care of their people, like is sometimes like a business owner. But in general, just finally takes care of self too, like is very much at the helm of the ship of taking care of self. And I feel that there's an energy here that hasn't fully come together. For some of you, it's interesting because for some of you, I feel this is about disconnecting from something. But I also feel for some of you that this is actually something that hasn't come together yet coming in. So let it kind of sit how it does, because these are general readings. I'm just getting two different storylines coming in. But I feel very much that it does soften you. Whatever this energy that's coming in, it does soften you into more of the nurturing part where you know, to me, King of Coins is someone who can be more vulnerable when they're grounded because they've got such a nurturing energy to them that I feel like it's almost like that's opening up within you. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. What's this Eight of Wands about? Ooh. Okay, Nine of Coins in reverse. The very first word that came into my head was codependency. Yeah, okay. And the Eight of Swords. Okay, for some of you, the first half of April is going to be about needing to have a very important conversation, I believe, with someone, or you're getting some very important information about how to open yourself up to new opportunities and finally disconnect from what you're disconnecting from. Whatever you're attached to, air signs, it's codependent and you're feeling a bit trapped. You're feeling kind of stuck. You may be overthinking things, but it's whatever is not allowing you to receive something good coming in. There's going to be some sort of communication around it. Either you're going to feel compelled to finally have that conversation with someone or a situation, like talk about it, because it needs to be had. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Okay, see? We have the Wheel and the Knight of Coins coming up on top of this Ten of Wands. See, there is a big change coming in here for you in the first half of April, air signs. And it's going to come through a very difficult experience. But I want to say, though, that it's going to allow you to make steady progress towards what you truly want. It's gonna be slow moving. The change that comes in is gonna be slow, but it is gonna start to change. It's just gonna come through what feels like a difficult experience. I want to say too that the difficult things that you've been experiencing, though, are finally changing. Like you're getting out of that space. Tell me about the Nine of Wands in the future. Why is it in reverse? Okay, the Eight of Coins. Tell me more. Okay, the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, air signs. In the future, anytime there's like a big change that kind of comes in, air signs, it can be scary. It can be scary. But remember, the challenge here is for you to be able to look at all roads of possibility and not just be focused on the one that you think is the only way. And to be able to soften and really connect through the heart. What does the heart truly want for you in this moment in your life? Where's the heart truly guiding you? And how does your vulnerability allow you to open up to this new opportunity? Because there's this energy here in your future of wanting to give up and not move forward. And it's what procrastinates everything, because the energy that you're focusing on is always going back into the future. It's kind of similar to like what the water signs, I don't know if you have some water in your chart, air signs, but it's got some similar feelings of like you're giving up because you're running a story from the past, which has always held you back from being able to move forward in the actual direction that your heart really truly desires for yourself, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for emotional fulfillment. But there is this element here of also giving up on it. Like, does it really exist? And I think that Five of Cups is here. Like, so there's this isolation, or I don't know what this Five of Cups is about. Oh, okay. I like it. Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Coming up on this Five of Cups. If you have been... You're going to have a breakthrough, and it's going to happen fast, like really fast, in your future, air signs, about how you've kind of kept yourself almost like an island in a way, or closed off from something specific. And you're going to get a really deep breakthrough here around it. And it's going to come in quite fast. That almost, it actually inspires action here, is what I'm seeing. So tell me why the Four of Swords. Yeah, okay. See, that Four of Swords did feel like a restless energy to me. Tell me more about the Four of Swords. Wow. Okay, this is amazing. What a great way to end your reading, air signs. So you have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Coins. Okay. See, you're in the future. It finally looks like you're going to make a breakthrough. This change is initiating in the first half of April. It does feel, though, that it does send you, because it feels like there's going to be some pain involved with releasing the burden. But it feels, though, like you go to a deeper, I want to say a little bit deeper into the lower, oh gosh, how do I say this? Like you sink a little deeper, but going into a bit of those kind of depths of the shadows sparks some sort of amazing breakthrough around how you've been keeping yourself from experiencing the very thing that you want to experience, like this wish fulfillment. And it's going to be something like you finally, like you've got some restlessness over this, like you're ready to finally end this. You're finally ready to end the pain, the suffering, whatever this has been, and you're ready to go towards something long-term, some sort of long-term success or happiness, or something that really allows you to invest in, that does bring in some sense of fulfillment and happiness for you in the future. Which is beautiful, because that's what we're seeing here. It's just stalled out. There's a whole new beginning here. There's a whole new beginning. You've been waiting for this. But in a sense, in a way, air signs, you've kind of been in your own way. There's been a reason for it. You've been learning things. You've been doing certain work to learn things about yourself. But it's interesting. You're going to have a pretty intense first half of April. Looks like you're going to have important conversations, or someone's having an important conversation with you. But it does look like it's all going to take you in the right direction. So that's good. Okay, air signs. So that is my reading for you guys. Let's move on to fire signs. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. All right. Oh, Cormac's here. Karana. How's everyone? Emma, oh, it was spot on for you? Oh, that's cool. Good to know. Angels Among Us, you're very welcome. Nikita's a fire sign. So is Lana. Okay. For my Aries, Leo, and Sag, for the first half of April. I just had like a momentary lapse there. Ooh, guys. Oh, Mark, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Nicole. Your gifts are amazing. We appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Mark. What did I just want to say? Oh, yeah, I also got some more insight on my bilocation. My bilocation experience, guys. It was confirmed to me, yes, I was absolutely being taken to a safer location to avoid a disaster. What that disaster is, I have no idea, but I was taken to a safer location, but it wasn't just about that. It was also about, I was being upgraded. I was receiving like an attunement, which I felt very much. So I don't exactly know how that was done, but yeah, kind of cool. I really want to bilocate to Italy. Can we do that next time? I want some like really good pasta and red wine. Take me to a vineyard in Tuscany, please, next time, friends. I'm telling you, no one needs the Vax passport when we have bilocation, or teleporting, I should say. All right. I hope I just didn't kill my algos just by saying that. Okay, that's good and shuffled for fire signs. Yeah, let's all bilocate to Tuscany. Let's do a field trip. Let's do a field trip to the vineyard. We'll do it familia style. You know, we'll all sit down at a big table and eat tons of pasta and Parmesan cheese. I love cheese. You know, maybe if we all think about it, it'll happen. You know, like we all put our energy into it. I know I've got like some pretty powerful people here in the audience. PCG Terry, you're very welcome. Okay, that's good and shuffled. All right, fire signs. You guys are next. For my Aries, Leo, and Sag for the first half of April. What is opening up and what is the challenge here for the first half of April for my fire signs? What is opening up? Carbs don't count in Italy. Carbs do not count in Italy, Mr. V. I'm just telling you. In Italy, somehow carbs don't act the same way in your body that they do anywhere else in the world. I'm convinced of it. Okay, what's opening up here for fire signs? What's opening up? Okay, what's the challenge? Oh, whoa, love it. Okay. Oh, fire signs. This is you. This is all you. Transmute. Oh, looks like you're transmuting. And what is your block challenge or obstacle is fate. Interesting. So Okay. Very, very clear message here for you, fire signs. What I'm picking up is that there's something going on with you that has been a bit difficult. And part of you believe that something's just not going to change. And part of it requires, okay, how do I say this? Fate. There are certain parts of our fate that are predestined, but there then are other parts of our fate that we are willing participants in that we can change at any time. And the message coming through is for you fire signs to know your power of being able to be the willing participant to change your fate and your destiny at this current time through transmutation. That you have this ability right now to change whatever it is that you're going through that feels like it's not moving or it won't ever change. If it seems difficult, whatever it is, you have the ability to transmute, and that transmutation is opening up for you. Let's go into, let me just see what it says here under transmutation. Yeah, because this is the scarab work. Oh shit. What just happened? Okay, sorry for dropping the S word. My screen just totally I hope it doesn't do this again. Oh Lord. Because I had an update on my computer and I thought I restarted everything so I wouldn't have an issue, but oh my God, let's hustle. Okay. Okay, you may find yourself in a constricting situation, a difficult relationship, or just feeling blocked on the internal landscape. Sometimes we do not need to consciously work at the issue, but simply have the intention to do so. This card is an invitation of identifying which needs to shift and create a sacred container for what you want to transmute. Okay. Moldavite is associated with this card, and it brings about quick transformation. So calling upon Moldavite energy may be helpful for you in helping you shift something if you're unsure of how to do it. It also brings in the mysterious power of the ethers and can be an ally when you are feeling stuck and need help shifting out of something. Now with fate, this is just about being the willing participant. This card is a reminder that you create your fate. While some lessons and experience are inescapable, we have free will and choice within the life we are given. So this is not always equal fairness, as we do not all start life from the same footing. Nonetheless, each choice we make matters. So be aware of the choices you're making and how do they affect, I just had this conversation in the Discord in my alchemy program, which for any of you, if you're interested in joining alchemy, please do. The link is in the description below. We were just kind of talking about the importance of knowing, like, every time you make a choice, you're crystallizing your timeline even further. And this is actually interesting that this is bringing up fire signs, because this is a video I wanted to do that I've gotten a message that timelines are starting to crystallize right now. And I'm not going to kind of go into the message that I was given, but it's important for you to understand that if you're making certain choices unconsciously that are choosing to stay in the lower timeline, just be aware of those and start shifting and making choices that help you move into the higher timeline that you wish for. Okay. So let's kind of go in here. Guys, all I have to say is last time my computer was doing all this funny stuff, the next night I was bilocated. Okay, so who knows? Stick around. I might have another video for you soon. I want to say that my butt is not on fire though this time. Okay. All right, fire signs. What has happened in the past that we need to know about? Okay, so we have the Hermit coming up, Virgo energy. The Three of Coins in reverse. And then the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. Knight of Cups in your present situation. Page of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. And in the future for fire signs, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. And we have the Palace of Swords in reverse. A lot of reversals coming up here. The important message here, fire signs, is the transmutation. Okay, yeah, because, wow, there's a lot of aces coming up. Okay, wow. So Ace of Wands in reverse as your overall energy, but underneath it is you, fire signs. Look at that, Queen of Wands. All right, so this is telling me that you have all the power to turn this ace upright. The power of this wand is actually within you. Let me just kind of look here. There is something in your life, fire signs, that I feel it's time to say sayonara to. And I think you've been holding off on that. I'm just going to say that. So in your past, you have the Hermit, the Three of Coins in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so definitely you've been retreating, fire signs, going within, really kind of going within. And I want to say that you may have, like with that Three of Coins in reverse, tells me that there may have been something that had like a disruption to a partnership of some sort that you've been working on. It could be a project that you were working on. But just a need to pull away from it. And I think with the King of Cups here in reverse too, I want to say that there is some sense of no emotional availability in this situation. There was a lack of emotional availability. Either you were not emotionally available or someone you're dealing with isn't emotionally available. And I want to say that's what caused the this thing to kind of dissolve, or I don't know if it's been permanent, but something's kind of fallen apart here. It's not exactly cohesive anymore. In your present situation, you have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands in reverse, and then the Two of Wands in reverse. There is like this, in the first half of April, fire signs, there's a, see, with the Two of Wands in reverse, to me, I'm just picking up like, almost like, sometimes it comes up with a realization that this isn't the path for me. And I want to say too, with the Page of Wands in reverse here, I feel like for some of you, there's some work here with the inner child that's trying to come through, that allows you to bring emotions back to life. And when I say that, it's because you're going to need the emotions in order to transmute the situation or transmute the timeline for you to be able to enter into the one that you're desiring at this time. And whatever situation that you're stuck in, or that there's a block, or it just doesn't feel like things are going the way you want them to, I want to say that there's a need to connect to inner child, in order to open the heart and able to take action from the heart, so that you can make choices that are in alignment with the heart frequency, which will help you choose and be that willing participant in your fate. Now, in the future, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Palace of Swords in reverse. Fire signs. I feel like you've been in a confused environment, or the environment has been confusing to you. Something outside of you has been confusing. It hasn't been crystal clear. And in the future, I just feel that you're going to finally surrender and disengage with whatever it is that hasn't really fully been making you happy. Whether it's someone else or just something else, or a part within you that's just being transmuted. I feel like you're going to finally stop resisting and you're going to surrender into that. Let's go to the clarifiers. This always helps to give me more insight. So why is the Ace of Wands here as the overall energy for fire signs? Why is the Ace of Wands here as the overall energy for fire signs? Why is it in reverse? Okay. See, you've got the Fool card coming up. You are on... See, I feel like there is a new timeline that's available to you. Tell me more about the... Okay, see? Five of Coins. Lack consciousness. Not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough. Always feeling abandoned. It might be an abandonment issue, or just not feeling good enough. That might be the energy that needs to be transmuted in order to open up this new beginning. Because what's needed here is confidence, and to see yourself as desirable. Be in that desirable frequency. Not be down on yourself. And I don't know why that would be. I mean, there's many reasons why that could be. We all feel like that at certain times. But you are on the precipice of a brand new timeline here. Shifting in, moving in, but it's going to require some transmutation on your part. Tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here in the past? Okay, we have the Two of Coins. Tell me more about the Hermit. Okay. All right. Well, you retreated because you're just not sure of where to go. This Eight of Swords has been in everyone's reading. This is very Virgo energy, I will say. I don't know if you're dealing with a Virgo, but it's very trapped. Like there's a choice that needs to be made here, but you're feeling trapped, or you're just overthinking it a lot. And it's and that's why I'm saying too, with the Palace of Swords in reverse in the future, I want to say the first thing that kind of came to my mind is you've got to get out of the headspace. The headspace isn't going to help you move through this, or there's belief systems that need to be overridden. Tell me about the Three of Coins in reverse in the past. Okay. Well, something was revealed with the Moon in reverse, which caused this thing to come to a not so great place. Again, it doesn't necessarily feel permanent, like it's completely ended. Maybe for some of you it has, but whatever it is that this Three of Coin represents, whether it's working with someone else, it's a relationship, or it's a project, whatever it is that's kind of either stalled out, come to an end, or it's just not in a good place. Something was revealed. Tell me more about the Three of Coins, which got it to this place. Clarity came in about something. There was no oh, okay, yeah. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this would have been something that was revealed around helping you to relieve some fear and anxiety. It would have revealed some of that. Or you were overly anxious and fearful about something and it finally got revealed to you, which is what caused this disruption. Tell me about the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. For some of you, I want to say either you might be the one who's not emotionally available anymore to this situation, or someone else is, but that's what stopped everything. That's what's putting everything at a halt. And it's not allowing anything to move forward. Tell me more about the King of Cups in reverse. You also, okay, yeah, Two of Wands. And this is causing, again, like you to look into your future. You've got it coming here in reverse again. So I think this is, whatever this is, it's caused a definite retreat of the heart for sure. Or at least emotions, and really trying to understand like what is going on here. And really you're faced with a choice. There's a path that is now like presenting itself. And that's why I feel like this is the timeline card. You're like, this isn't the timeline I want to be on. This isn't the timeline I can continue to move forward with. Tell me about the Knight of Cups in the future. Oh, wow. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Two of Cups. Okay. There is a realization, the what I'm getting off this Ace of Swords energy, fire signs, is that there is a realization that doesn't feel good. Like it's a tough pill to swallow. I feel there is a realization. It's just not one that one really wants to see. And I feel though that with the realization, you're understanding what it is that you need to move forward towards. And it could be a relationship of sorts, a newer relationship, or something that you really want to come together. But it is about bringing something together. Tell me about the Page of Wands in reverse. Why is the Page of Wands in reverse here? Okay. Page of Wands in reverse. I'm wondering if you're dealing with someone who's immature too. Air sign or fire signs. Why do I keep saying air? Because you have the Death card and the Devil both in reverse on this Page of Wands. I'm wondering if you're dealing with someone who's a little immature. They're not willing to let go of you. I feel like you feel trapped in something. And I feel like you might be dealing with either someone or you're in a situation that isn't allowing to let go of you. And you know that you need to move on towards it. You know this is the lower timeline. This isn't for you. Because it's just not working out. It's not a good energy. It's keeping you stuck. It could have a level of toxicity to it, but prolonging it is not the answer. And I think there's kind of some awareness around this, especially with this Ace of Swords coming in here in reverse. Tell me about the Two of Wands in reverse for fire signs. Why is the Two of Wands here? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. What? That's crazy. Okay, fire signs. You just got a 888. I don't know if 8s mean anything for someone out there. You're seeing lots of 8s, but you're about to see 3 more. We have the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Coins in reverse, and the 8 of Cups. See, You know it's time to move on. You've been putting this off. You have been putting this off, fire signs. And you're about to do it quite quickly, or you're going to have a very big conversation about it with that Eight of Wands. It's going to happen fast. It's like you get some really big awareness in the first half of April about needing to finally move on to what actually emotionally fulfills you and get out of this worry about, like, when I say abandonment, I do believe I said abandonment. I feel like there's a worry around abandoning someone. I don't know if you're the one who feels like it's your own abandonment issue. It could be, but I feel that there's like a sense of abandoning the situation that's maybe held you stuck to it. Like there may be some sort of, I don't know, guilt, or like you feel obligated, or I don't know, something like along those lines, because there is a sense of feeling trapped. But it does look though like, okay, they're telling me to talk about the infinity signal and how everything is cyclical and everything comes back to the center, the 0 point. And right now you're at a very far point, but you're slowly coming around to come back into center, and to know that everything is cycles and that it's time to end this cycle and start a new one. And that everything is cycles. Everything is cycles. And to allow things to end so that other things can begin. Tell me about the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Okay. So you have the 4 of Cups coming on the 7 of Wands in reverse. I think you're going to surrender. I think you're just surrendering, fire signs, in the future, because you're disappointed. Like you're just not happy with something. You're just not happy with it. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups coming in here. It's interesting because the 3 of Cups is in reverse here. For some of you, I think you just know that the joy and the happiness that you wish for, that kind of celebratory, kind of coming together kind of energy, it's just not available in the situation that you've got to leave, or you've got to somehow transmute. And transmuting, it just doesn't necessarily mean you stay in the situation, although it could be some element of it that needs to be transmuted, but more so that you're through transmuting your own frequency and how you're envisioning your future in your current moment will help you transcend the negative frequencies and allow you to start vibrating where you need to in order to have what it is that's trying to come in for you. For others of you, I do feel, because there is this 2 of Cups up here in the future that I think you're opening your heart up to move forward, that you've received some sort of truth about, that's been a hard pill to swallow. And it's about this Fool. It's about this Ace of Wands. That's what this 2 of Cups is related to. Okay, so whatever this is trying to come together. And I think that's where your happiness lies. And so you're kind of surrendering to that, as well as knowing that you're just not happy where you are right now. Tell me about the 3 of Cups in reverse here. Yeah. 4 of Wands in reverse. You're ending something here, for sure. It's just not what it is. It is. It's not happy anymore. It's breaking. You're going to be breaking a contract of some sort. Tell me more about the 3 of Cups in reverse. And there's that Page of Swords in reverse. So this is, some communication that I think is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but it has to be done. It has to be done. Tell me about the Palace of Swords in reverse. So remember your choices, fire signs. Every choice you make can help you with the outcome that you desire, or it can continuously aid the outcome you don't desire. You've got to be aware of the choices you're making. And I think you're now going to be forced to make some choices that are difficult, but it opens you up to that new timeline for making them. Like sometimes the path that we desire doesn't always come with the easiest choices. You've got the 3 of coins coming up here. So see, I do feel like you're going to be working on something again with someone else or something new. You're developing something. You're putting more focus on like either skills of yours. Tell me more about the Palace of Swords in reverse. But, okay, yeah. But, Queen of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse. Do not go back into, okay, don't get in your head. Really stick to your heart of what your heart's trying to guide you on. Because with the Queen of Swords here in reverse and the 6 of Swords, this is telling me that you've got to be able to cut something out of your life, because if you don't, you're going to keep staying in the same situation. Okay, so you've got to cut something out, and that's this is part of the transmutation process. You know, it's just through simple choices, you're actually transmuting, you're choosing, you're telling the universe, okay, I don't want that anymore because it's not making me happy. And even though it's really hard for me to leave this or end this or whatever it is, choose something different, the difficult choice I know is going to bring in a lot more happiness, because I do see a brand new beginning that has a lot of passion and it excites you. There's a lot of excitement here. It may be someone, but whatever it is, there's a lot of attractive energy here in this new timeline for you. You're just going to have to make sure you stay out of your head and not get confused about what to do, okay? Just keep making the harder choices, and I think you're going to be fine. All right, fire signs, so that's my reading for you. All right, so earth signs, last but not least, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. How's everyone doing? Karena, lots of layers to that reading, yeah. You're welcome, Nikita. You're welcome, Lori. Oh, Lana, thank you so much for the super chat. It was spot on for you. That's so good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. Patriot Research Gal, you're very welcome. Kate K, welcome. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of April. First half of April. Lori stressed. Stacy's an earth sign. Okay. For my Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What is in store for the first half of April for my earth signs? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome, Jeff. Hey, Jim. Susan, yeah, let's ground down into earth. All right, that's a good shuffle there. Let's see what's opening up for my earth signs and what's the challenge or the block. Okay, tell me, what is opening up for my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first half of April? What is opening up? Oh, are you dealing with an air sign? Connect to the heart is what's opening up for you. The air sign got the exact same card in the exact same spot. Vulnerability. Time to open up. I know that's been calling for me. Taurus Sun over here. Softening of the heart. Exposing the parts of you that are vulnerable. Hey, Karena, thank you for that super chat, sweetie. I appreciate that. Oh, Nikita, thank you for the super chat as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. What is the block? Okay, just taking one. Thank you so much. Not the damn air sign again. Okay, your block, your challenge is get curious. Ooh, needing to be curious. Maybe to explore some things that you're not used to. Allowing yourself to open up a little more. Since, connect to the heart is just basically, again, like, your earth signs, you're being asked to open up. You're being asked to expose some of the more vulnerable parts of yourself in the first half of April for some reason. Really connect through the heart. Soften, really kind of go into that feminine energy and trust, build trust somehow that's the path for you. The block though is get curious. So let's go to that, which is under the fire element. So a lot is said about how important it is to have a positive mindset, but not as much about a curious mindset. Curiosity can get the bridge to shifting our thought patterns. It is neutral but inviting. When we feel stuck, cynical, and bored with life, tapping into our curiosity can spark a rapid domino effect with our thoughts. There is so much in this world we will never know. But to simply begin wondering about what it is around you can snowball into passions and excitement you never knew you had. If you are unsure where to begin, simply look around. How do flowers get their color? How did snakes evolve? Do dogs taste the same things as human? Nothing is too silly. And so on this card is the raven. And ravens are one of the most intelligent animals on this planet. In fact, they even outsmart chimps. They can make tools, solve puzzles, and plan for the future. They have quite a bit of trickster in them and have been known to leave gifts for people or open gates to livestock pens. Ravens have a sophisticated vocalization system with over 30 different patterns, but their curiosity manifests in many ways. One of the most impressive is that they can mimic human voices. The raven can teach us how to be in a curious and playful state when we are approaching our challenges or need to problem solve. So, earth signs, there is a need to be a little more playful, be a little bit more curious with life, not get kind of caught up in the mundane or the dullness of things, to kind of spark new life. And that's a bit of a challenge here for us earth signs. So I want to say here, ivy is also the plant medicine for this card, and it is most known for being everywhere. It covers forest floors and climbs walls and wraps itself around trees. Curiosity leads us to rapid expansion. Okay, so if you've been feeling really stuck, your curiosity and playfulness is what's going to really open you up. It's going to really help you. But for whatever reason, that's our challenge in this reading, our signs. You see how I keep saying us? It invites us to climb to new heights and begin new journeys when we feel called. So we may have to be kind of branching out, trying something new here. That's going to be a little difficult, but that's what's being called. And whatever we're doing may call for us to be a little more vulnerable as well. Open the heart. Open the heart. Wow. Okay, so let's find out what's happened in the past here for earth signs. What has happened here in the past for earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This card came out in your pre-shuffle. Judgment in reverse. Okay. We have the Lovers coming up. Okay, and then we have the Wheel. Ooh, earth signs. Kind of juicy so far. Let's see, what's happening in the present situation? Whoa! Earth signs. Earth signs. What the heck? You're going through something major because every card's major arcana so far. You have the Strength card in reverse. You have the Chariot card in reverse. Every card's in reverse except for the Lovers so far. Something big's happening here. And clearly I can see you've been stuck with that wheel, and that's why the challenge here is to get curious and to branch out into something new, or to branch out in some way that you're not used to. Okay, Six of Wands in reverse. Can't say the first half of April looks super great so far. It could just be a feeling. Let's see what's happening in the future. We have the Nine of Wands coming up. Okay. Six of Swords. What else is going to happen in the future? What do we need to know about the future here for earth signs? Okay, we have two cards here. We have the Eight of Swords and the Palace of Swords. Straight out of the gate. Earth signs need to get out of the head in the future, whatever this is. That is straight up confusion and being in the mind way too much. Okay. Well, overall energy is good. We have the Fool card coming up. And underneath it, is the Two of Wands. So there is a new beginning here. This is about a brand new cycle, earth signs, venturing out into something new. And it's also about choosing a new path, aligning with timelines that you desire. So, okay. Well, let me just move this over. So the Judgment in reverse, the Lovers, and then the Wheel in reverse in the past. So clearly something was stuck here. This may have been with a particular relationship that you had, or it's around a decision that needs to be made. Some sort of connection, just no change, not moving forward. With the Judgment in reverse too, I want to say there's for some of you, you may have made a poor judgment call in regards to this decision or this connection. For others of you, I feel that it's almost like you're resisting some sort of awakening that needs to happen in order to move forward, in order to get the change. So in your present situation, you have the Strength card in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. I try to chuckle and laugh because we can't take these things so seriously. You know, they're just messages. And let's face it, we all have shitty weeks. Okay? And I'm just going to say it. Right now, kind of feels a little shittier, signs. Strength card in reverse. Yeah, like there's this sense of not having the strength to move forward with something, or just giving up, or just maybe realizing that whatever path you're on, it's just not the right path. And this card, Get Curious, comes out when we're stuck and we need to branch out into a new way. So however way you found yourself, earth signs, it's time to try a different route. It's this one. It's like they say, the definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing over and over again. And that's the energy that I'm getting. It's like, whatever you've been doing, it's time to not do that, because it's not getting you to the place that you want success. And it's requiring something new. And I do see in your future that you are moving towards that, because I want to say too, with the Six of Wands, before I go on, in reverse, this is just like, you're not feeling good about yourself in like, it may not be successful, whatever this is that you found yourself in. It's not feeling like it's going to move to a successful place either. That's maybe why you're needing to move on. But for others of you, I just want to say that you just feel unsuccessful. I have to say that. I don't know why I'm picking that up for some of you. In the future, though, we have the Nine of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Palace of Swords. So this is going to be a little difficult, but, you know, you're going to get the job done here. You're going to face it. Where you this week or the first 2 weeks of April, you're not feeling like you have as much hope or strength going into it. In the future, you do. You're like, it's like you're going to pick yourself up. You're like, I can do this. And you're going to finish the job, whatever it is that needs to get done. And with the Six of Swords coming in, it's like, this tells me you're finally going to move on from these kind of difficult waters that however you've been having a difficult time navigating, you're going to move on to that, and you're going to be going on to somewhere new. Six of Swords is always talking about going on into foreign territory. You don't know where you're going. It can be a little bit scary, but it's new. And I feel that's what this whole Get Curious card is about. So yeah, you're going to be experiencing some challenges about doing this, but you're going to get to that place in the future. The point is here is that you're going to need to maybe get really vulnerable and open up and really connect to the heart. Now, you've got the Eight of Swords here and the Palace of Swords in reverse. There is this sense of overthinking something way too much. So again, this seems to be a theme going on in some of these readings. Whatever it is, connect to the heart. The heart is getting vulnerable is what's going to get you out of this situation and move on to a place that makes you feel better about things. It feels like you're moving forward. And you've got a brand new beginning coming in here. This is, in many ways, again, very similar to what we just talked about with fire signs. It's a brand new timeline. Because they had the Fool card on their Two of Wands. Well, no, they had Two of Wands over here, but they had the Fool card in their overall. Okay, let's go into finding out. Tell me about the Fool card here for Earth signs. Tell me about the Fool card. Tell me about the Fool card. Why is the Fool card here as the overall energy? Damn. Like, holy crap, Earth signs. Can you have any more major arcana in your... This is big. Okay, Earth signs, this is big, this is big, this is big. So, it doesn't surprise me that you may be feeling some big difficulties in the first half of April. I just want to say to you, though, that it feels to me that you're like about to break free of it. You're like at the very end point of something here that has been potentially ongoing for some time. You have the Wheel in reverse again. Okay, so this is about like it's just not moving forward. It's something, there's a new beginning here, but it's just not, the wheel's not turning. Something's stuck. Something's not changing, and change is needed. We also have the Sun in reverse, but then we have the Empress. Okay? Taurus, Libra energy. Wow. Sagittarius. Oh, gosh, man. Talk about a overall energy, Earth signs. Like, I mean, you're bringing it. There's something big happening here for my Earth signs. You know, the reason why things aren't moving forward and this new beginning isn't starting is because it's not in alignment with your divine, divine purpose, but also in alignment with your divine beingness. Like the Empress, whatever decisions were made in the past here and where you're kind of moving to, I want to say too, the Empress, she's pregnant. She's ready to give birth to some new beginning. There's a lot birthing here. I want to say too, though, the reason why things are birthing is because things haven't moved forward and things have been out of alignment. It's almost like things needed to be kind of shitty in order to labor pains, I want to say. The things, it's almost like you had to go off path a little bit in order to come right back into where you're supposed to be. Does that make sense, Earth signs? Because that's, and it's bringing you now exactly to where you're supposed to be, a brand new beginning that's very pregnant with possibility, is what I want to say. There's a lot of opportunity coming. There's something really beautiful coming in with this new beginning, Earth signs. Let me see what the Judgment card is all about in reverse in the past. Okay. 9 of Wands. So you made a judgment call. I don't think it was the greatest one, and it caused a lot of difficulty. It's been hard. It's been wounded. It's interesting because the 9 of Wands is down here too. I feel like you're going to face that judgment call back again in your future. Tell me more about the Judgment in reverse. But again, it's like you've also been resisting, I feel like, some part of the awakening through this. Or something's been trying to come through to awaken to you, but there's been resistance to it. Okay, Knight of Cups. For some of you, this was around love. Okay. You made a bad judgment call towards love. Or you opened your heart up to something that maybe wasn't the greatest thing for you. It caused a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, possibly some wounds. Tell me about the Lovers. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands coming up. So, I mean, this connection or this decision, it's interesting. Hold on a second. Let me see. Tell me more about the Lovers. Okay. 7 of Wands. See, I'm feeling some resistant energy here for you, Earth signs. So for some of you, this call was around a connection, important connection of some sort. And it was a connection that was quite passionate. It was quite attractive. You may have been very attractive to someone. For others of you, it sparked a lot of excitement. You know, there was inspiration here. However, there was a lot of resistance as well in some way. There was some sort of resistance. Now, for others of you, I feel like you made a bad decision over here, or you made, when I say a bad decision, I just mean you made a decision that maybe wasn't the greatest, and it may have felt great when you made it, but it turned out not to be so great. The Lovers here, I feel like some of you are also faced in the past year, you've had another decision to make that would have been a better decision. it would have been one that I want to say is actually quite inspiring to you, and you were very sparked by it, but for whatever reason you were also resisting it, and it's showing with the wheel here in reverse. Okay, tell me why the wheel is here in reverse. Okay, 10 of coins in reverse. All right. You know, I feel like some of you have financial obligations to something, or there were financial obligations needing to disconnect or end. For others of you, this is just about the wheel. Something needs to end in a sense of what may have felt like a long-term commitment. And until that happens, things can't change. So that's what's holding up the wheel. Tell me more about the wheel. Or something about this cycle needs to end that's been committed to, like, it's just not working out anymore. Okay, and then we have the strength card. And okay, it's requiring a lot of strength from you, which, you know, showing up in your future doesn't seem to be showing up so well. But in the past, it's been difficult because it's requiring a lot from you to do, or it has required a lot. And I guess whatever this is, it's creating a lot of difficulty. Tell me about, see, and you've been tied to it. And that's why, like, with this get curious and needing to branch out, there's been some sort of path you've been committed to, and it's just not bringing you in the long-term happiness that you want or success. And I also want to say that it takes a lot of your energy to do that. And there is this need here, Earth signs. The overall theme that I'm seeing in the message is it's time to branch out a different way. You can't keep going in the same direction because it's not going to produce the results that you want. However way this is playing out for you. Tell me about the Strength card in reverse. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay, tell me more. The Emperor. Interesting card to come on the Strength in reverse. Okay, very interesting message. Earth signs. This is why the clarifiers are so good, because this just turns things a little bit around in your favor for the first half of April. You are going to just not have the strength to do the arguments or to do the battle or whatever it is that's taking your energy up here, okay, in the past. You're just not going to have the strength to do that anymore. Like, you're just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I can't engage in this anymore, whatever this is. Because it's too much of a battle. It's constant fighting. For some of you, it actually might be a word fight or something like that. But just in general, in the energy, it feels like a battle. And you're getting, see, you've got this energy here where you're like, no, I'm taking control of my life. I'm taking control of the situation. I want to make better choices. You know, the Emperor makes very good decisions and choices based off a very difficult journey of learning along the way, taking a lot of hits, seeing a lot of battles, and then knowing what to do in the future for the good of all. And it feels to me that that's what's happening here in the first half of April. Tell me about the Chariot in reverse. Okay, the World in reverse. Look at all these major arcanas. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Okay. The Devil and then the Queen of Cups. Ugh, you cannot move forward. This has to end. This has to end. Whatever this is that you've been engaged with, Earth signs, it's got the devil energy in it, and it's got someone who's potentially emotionally oversensitive or emotionally manipulative or just isn't in it with the right intentions. Okay. And with the world here in reverse, it's telling me that it's not over, but it can't move forward anymore. So it has to end. This is something that's kind of not finished its cycle yet. Tell me about the Six of Wands in reverse. So whatever this is, you've either felt stuck with it, it's got toxicity to it, it's created a lot of obstacles, it's been super challenging. And in some cases, I want to say you're dealing with someone, or it's caused a lot of emotional upheaval within you. You may be dealing with a Cancer with the Chariot here and the Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Wands in reverse. Tell me about the Six of Wands in reverse. Oh, yeah. Two of Cups. See, for some of you, this is a relationship. This really is. Like, you made a bad choice in love up here. Or you made a choice that you thought was going to be good and it just didn't turn out that way. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. For others of you, you just know this isn't coming together in the way that you want it to. It's just not going to be, it's not going to be successful. And yeah, see, someone's getting left behind here with the Five of Coins. Yes, someone's getting left out in the cold. And I think also with the Two of Cups, it's like you're realizing it. Everything's kind of coming together. All of the pieces of the puzzle are starting to snap into place in the first half of April. Tell me about this Nine of Wands. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Three of Swords, Ace of Coins, Nine of Coins in reverse on this Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. Yeah. You know that the only way to start this new beginning is to end this. It's got to come to an end. And I think you're going to do it. It's going to be difficult. But you're kind of at that step where you're ready to close the deal, so to speak. Because I think you're sensing there's something in your future that's very attractive to you with this Empress. I just want to say whatever's kind of coming in here, this new cycle, it's very attractive to you. You are gravitating towards it. You may have someone in your future that you're gravitating towards, or it just may be an energy or an opportunity or something that's really pulling you in. And I see it in this Ace of Coins here. But in order to do that, this Nine of Coins in reverse, I feel too, there may be some kind of, I think you may have overindulged in this a little too long, or there's been some codependency here, and that's what's made it difficult. Tell me about the Six of Swords in the future. Yeah. Woo! That was the Three of Cups. The Three of Coins. Sorry. I'll just say every suit in the deck. Yeah, Three of Coins. See, you may be moving on to someone new. Earth signs. There may be someone new in your future. For others of you, it's just you're moving on and you're focusing on yourself, and you're working on building, strengthening. Maybe it's really you're it may be skills or just something that you've been really wanting to put your focus and attention on. You're finally going to do that with regards to you. For others of you, maybe you're moving on to a new thing in work or a project or something like that. Tell me more. But it looks like you're building something with someone else potentially. It could be a new connection for some of you. Tell me. Okay, we have the King of Coins in reverse. I think what you're doing is you're moving on from some sort of instability, not getting the Okay. Not getting the goods you signed up for. I don't know where that came from. And you're moving on from that energy. You're leaving that behind. Tell me, though, we've got to look at this Eight of Swords and Palace of Swords in reverse. What is this energy about? Tell me more about this energy. Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Three of Cups and the Temperance in reverse. Okay. This is kind of like a message for you to kind of heed in the future, Earth signs, that if you find yourself as you're moving on from the situation, okay, whatever this is, that if you find yourself overthinking something or getting in your head or getting confused, like just everything's kind of getting cloudy about, maybe what you're choosing, I want to say you're not listening to your intuition, and it's important to listen to your intuition because your intuition is going to guide you towards the happiness that you want. Let me just, with this Temperance card in reverse here. Oh, okay. The message is don't delay. Don't take your sweet time. Like, it's almost like the more you delay, the more you're going to stay in your head. So it's important to listen to the swiftness of your intuition to make the decisions that will take you to a place of more happiness and more celebration, more joy coming together with people that you actually align with, connections that are important, work that is important, like whatever that is. So it's just important to note that delays cause more confusion. So don't doubt the intuitive hits you're getting in the future. Okay, Earth signs. So that's my reading for you guys. We're still talking about Tuscany. I love it. Revenge pasta. Oh my gosh. What did I miss in the chat? Overthinking. I never do that. Susan, I know, right? We all get there sometimes. Okay, so... All right, guys. I hope that reading was helpful. Of course, if you need your own personal reading, you can book with me in the description below. Again, remember, Telegram. I've got a new Telegram channel. It's in the description below. If you guys want to join Alchemy, be part of the Alchemy family, and join in on our fun Discord chats, and way more, that is in the description below as well. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, so look out for it. It's going to be important. There's a couple messages that I have to deliver that I think are important, and it's around the importance of saying no right now and having boundaries, why it's important, and its relation to timeline crystallization. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday evening. For those of you on the other side of the world, I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning, and I love you guys so much. Oh, that was spot on, Susan. Awesome. Karena, that resonated. Good. Thank you, Derek and Cormac, for modding for me tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay, awesome. Awesome, Brooklyn Way. All right, guys. Love you so much.